They say great generals fear no enemy, but sometimes the most unexpected things can bring even the strongest to their knees. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's greatest military leaders, once faced an army that left him running for cover. The enemy was not soldiers or guns, but rabbits. Yes, hundreds of fluffy, bouncing rabbits. It sounds impossible, but this bizarre story is true. Napoleon loved grand celebrations. After signing a peace treaty, he wanted to organize a grand feast and a rabbit hunt for his top officers. It was a day to celebrate power, victory, and the good life. His chief of staff, Alexandre Berthier, was in charge of setting up the hunt. Berthier, wanting to make sure the day was a success, decided to get lots of rabbits for the event. And by lots, I mean hundreds. But here's where things went terribly wrong. Instead of capturing wild rabbits, Berthier had his men gather tame rabbits. These were farm-raised bunnies, used to being fed by humans, not running away from them. So when Napoleon and his officers showed up, ready for the hunt, the rabbits didn't scatter in fear. They saw humans, thought of food, and charged straight at them. At first, it must have seemed funny. A few rabbits hopping closer, eager for a meal. But then more and more kept coming. Dozens, then hundreds, swarming toward Napoleon. The officers tried to shoo them away, but the rabbits didn't stop. They kept coming, climbing onto boots, tugging at uniforms, and biting at food bags. Imagine it. The greatest military leader in Europe, a man who had defeated armies and ruled empires, now running from a flood of hungry, fluffy rabbits. Napoleon tried to escape, but the rabbits followed. They chased him all the way back to his carriage. It was a scene no one expected. Rabbits versus Napoleon, and the rabbits won. Historians say this odd event didn't hurt Napoleon's reputation, but it definitely added a strange chapter to his life story. It's a reminder that no matter how powerful you are, even a general who conquered much of Europe can be humbled by something as small as a rabbit. So the next time you hear a story that sounds too strange to be true, remember this. Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who changed the course of history, once ran for his life from a horde of rabbits. If you like this dose of bizarre facts, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me the strangest thing you've ever learned in history. Who knows, it might end up in the next episode.